the giving tree. She was always able somehow to accommodate more people into her life and to give away more love. It's funny, she calls her mother the giving tree because that is the precise root the two of them most share, this selfless generosity. She worked upwards of 2 jobs most of my childhood. When I was 13, she married my now stepfather, Chris, and they merged their families, his young daughter, myself, and their new child, our younger brother, Ronan. The whole time, she never stopped hustling. Tilo and Chris had amazing jobs and worked around the clock, giving 3 children the privilege of great education. And then when I was 16, she insisted on taking herself and I to Morocco for a community service project to help underserved street children learn sustainable methods of employment by fixing bicycles. 5 years later, she and Chris left their 6-figure salary jobs to create an independent production company. She was committed to keeping her kids in school, to having food on the table as she had always managed, no matter how much sleep it meant sacrificing,
What you doing there, Yanni girl?
and was, as usual, unstoppable. It was around this time that she and Chris created a non-profit film company called Good Makers, funded by their for-profit work. And entirely self-funded, they traveled abroad to different countries, donating documentary films for charities and organizations. It was, just as Morocco, something she simply felt she had to do and accommodate in order to feel satisfied being alive on this planet. It was her work with Chris that inspired me at 21 to create a youth and community outreach campaign for charitably minded local businesses to create and collaborate with the intention of change in our world, resurrecting our economy, employing new models for healthy, sustainable consumerism. Of course, she supported and believed in us immediately. We called this group the Good Makers Street Team, whereupon she sort of became a mother to upwards of about 7 children between the ages of 18 and 25 who were committed to founding global change by strengthening their local communities. She took us all in, setting up tents in the backyard for us into a creative space where now live and work anywhere between 10 and 12 people given the day or the project. As always, the giving tree asked nothing. We speculate around the house what magic potion she must be drinking to appear so supernaturally impervious to human weaknesses. But what I find most inspiring, having been her daughter now for 22 years, is seeing that she is no more impervious to pain than any of us, but that she's simply discovered what in life trumps her tribulations, what triumphs over terror. She believes and preaches abundance, without ever preaching at all, simply by living and leading the way the best she can.
So talented. Do you know?
She's never been.
Right now, that means running a production company to sustain her family at home, running a nonprofit teaching sustainability to families abroad, starting an emerging eco-minded newborn business on top of raising a 6-year-old, managing properties, and always somehow managing to have amazing dinner on the table. What else is life for if not for learning and leaning into those lessons? Whether it's children in Africa or those camped out in tents in her backyard, Tilo has given her heart to the world as a woman, a warrior, and one of the wisest people you're likely ever to have the privilege of standing next to. I wear that privilege with great respect.